This is what I want.
Okay.
Okay, how do we now find a common ground so that the whole thing will be beneficial to me as much as it will be beneficial to you? So compromise, it is very, very, very important in a relationship, whether romantic or non-romantic. In every relationship, you have to know the place of compromise.
Okay, I was about saying that to that. But to me, I also feel compromise when you find a middle ground.
Exactly.
To something, to a situation, you find a middle ground, an agreement points.
Exactly.
When you are in a situationship or you're in a situation and all the rest.
Yes.
Now, do we think that compromise can be positive or negative, or it can swing both ways depending on the situation that it revolves around?
Well, I believe that, like I said earlier, compromise is a very, very important aspect of any relationship, because, and like I said, it has to be a mutual thing. As much as it is beneficial to you, it has to be beneficial to you.
Okay.
So it is enough that you are bringing somebody else into your space, a space that might not be enough for you yourself. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of hard work. So it might be, eventually you might be the one to let go.
Okay.
And the other person might be the one to let go. But eventually you have to come to a point where your agreement is beneficial to both parties.
All right, but at this point there are some letting go that both parties, they are not always in agreement to, and at times it is always one person that doesn't want to let go. Like now, let's take a toxic relationship or a toxic friendship. Now, when we're talking about toxic friendship, we're talking about friendship whereby you have a friend who keeps lambasting you everywhere, who keeps talking down on you, or who keeps embarrassing you with talks and all the rest out there. Or you have a relationship whereby the guy keeps beating you up, keeps embarrassing you. Because we've had relationship, in fact, the relationship outside these days, it's beyond toxic.
Oh Lord. Very, very.
Do you have an experience to share?
Oh,
what is it? Oh Lord. Is this topic going to talk to you?
Oh no.
I will remove you.
No. Because I've actually seen and heard what ladies are going through out there. Because if it is not beneficial to you, although at some point it will not be beneficial.
Well, some ladies who don't want to let go, we are using yeah, it swings both ways, even friendship and relationship, because I have Olamide as my friend. I need lip gloss, red lip gloss. I don't have. Olamide is always there as my friend to give me. That is one. Two, I don't want to use my money to buy perfume. Olamide has a nice one. I can go into a wardrobe to take one. Olamide has a wig that I don't have. I want to go to a party. She has gold. I can always go there and make use of it. Now, I have slippers, but I don't like it. Olamide has one in her closet that's really nice. I will match my outfit. I will always go there. Now, that kind of friendship is beneficial to one person.
Yeah.
I am benefiting from you. So no matter how you treat me, letting go might be difficult because of what I am receiving from you. Most especially if I am on the less privileged kind of side. Okay. Are you getting my point?
Yes, I get you.
Now, when we're talking about in relationship, because you're talking about it being beneficial. Now, a girl who is not receiving love from home, now is dependent on this guy who is giving her money in the name of love, or she is saying that money or buying gifts and buying stuff for her as love.
Okay.
Now, when the guy turns to start beating her, do you think it will be easy for her to let go? Because she's benefiting now.
My dear, at every point in a compromise, it is still about you.
Okay.
You come first. Although you are trying to negotiate and, come to a point where you agree. But at the same time, you should know when to draw a line. Yes, you are bringing somebody else into your space when, okay, you might have to let things that are actually very dear to you, you might have to let them go because, okay, this is it. There has to be a space for this person because you love them, either your boyfriend or your girlfriend. But at the same time, you should know when to draw a line. Set a boundary. Because yes, you're my boyfriend. or you buy this for me, you buy this for me. It doesn't give you the right to beat me up. No. I mean, a guy who does that is an animal. Because why will you beat the lady? Because you buy what?
There are also toxic ladies too that beat men. I don't know.
Okay. That's a lot. So, like I said, you have to know when to draw a line.
Alright.
Set a boundary.
Alright, so let's talk about how do you know you've gotten to a point in my friendship with Olamide, I need to let go. In my friendship or in my relationship with Ayotunde, I need to let go. So at what point do you think one has to let go? Personally, to me, I feel that when you see that you are no longer receiving the kind of love you're giving, they will always say love, even in friendship, in relationship, it's supposed to swing both ways.
Yes.
You bring in 50, I bring in 50,
50.
and makes the perfect 100. But now when I'm the only one bringing in the 50,
It is tiring.
it is really tiring.
Yes. It
So
is.
at that point, I feel the friend, the girlfriend, the boyfriend should let go.
Well, I believe first of all, before you do that,
Okay.
communication should come in.
All right. You're right.
Talk. Air your opinion. Okay, this is it. This is I do not like this, I do not respect it. Because even at the verge of loving, you should not lose yourself. You should not lose your self-respect. So talk. If the person listens, fine, okay, fine. Put them on probation.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, you have agreed to change. Fine.
Let's say 2 weeks.
2 weeks, 1 month. Let's see how it goes. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, please, your happiness comes first. Feel free to leave.
I will also add that while you're talking about communication, that both of them should sit to talk about it. I will also add that the other person who isn't affected, or each partner or each person involved in that situation, should learn to carefully listen to each other. Because there's no point if Olamide is hurting me and I called you for us to communicate, agree at a point, sort out issues, and then you're not listening to me. Now, I have a friend that I have issues with this particular person because when I'm like, you did this, you did that, this is what you did, this is rather than you accepting and saying, okay, Kemi, I'm sorry, but this was what you did. The person now brings up things that you did like 99 years ago that even you've forgotten. And I'm always like, babe, why can't you first accept this first, that okay, this is what I did, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Then you give it like 2-3 days after, and then you now come up with your own complaint. Why must you bring your own complaint at that same time that I am complaining about your attitude? Basically because you don't want to listen to me, or because you don't want to feel like the victim.
Yes. That's where the place of understanding comes in.
So I don't,
a friend, I should understand you.
Exactly.
As a friend, you should understand.
And most friendship and relationship really lack that kind of understanding. These days, Gen Z, Alpha generation.
For a shout.
People are turning the world upside down.
Good.
There are two people they are rotating the world in a different dimension.
It's just moving so fast, honestly.
Everybody really wants to be on the equal rights. But then, do you think there's equal rights in friendship, relationship?
Well, no.
Because this things, in fact, this matter self, the relationship, the friendship thing self, just they confusing.
It's very long.
The matter long. It's very confusing because I don't understand. Is there equal rights?
Well, there might be. There might not be, considering the environment, the kind of environment that we find ourselves in this western part of Africa. It is your man over you.
Okay. But what of in friendship? I've had a case of some girls who complained about they've been friends with one particular person, and by the time you're telling her that this is what you did that went wrong, she's like, why are you talking to me like that? Don't you know I'm older than you? Even my junior sister cannot talk to me like that. So why are you friends?
Like, why are you friends? That's the question. Why are you friends with your younger sister in the first place? If I can't talk,
but we are friends. So I should be vulnerable with you, being my friend, irrespective of the age. So why should you now be bringing up the age kind of distance, or the age kind of difference? Didn't you know my age before we became friends?
Before we became friends.
Or the situations whereby both of us probably thought that we were age mates, or at all, last, Olamide would pass me. Maybe she will collect 1 year or 2 years. If at all, I'm older than her at all, maybe 1 year or 2 years. And then everybody is just playing. But one day, I stumbled upon Olamide's birth certificate. Or Olamide just stumbled upon my driver's license. Olamide now saw that I was born in 1980. And she now realized that this girl was born in 1980. Me that was born in 1976. Don't you think that is the beginning of problem in that friendship too?
Well, it is still about communication.
So at that point too, it's also a reason to let go.
It is not enough reason.
To
It
you.
is not enough reason.
No, Olamide,
Honestly.
you found out that you are older than me, and for that reason, you decide to start talking down on me, or you decide to start respecting me, something you've not been doing before.
No.
And then you think it is not a reason to let go.
No, that's actually very wrong. But I mean, age is, as far as I am concerned,
Okay.
I don't believe age should be a barrier in that kind of situation.
But when you understand that we women, the way we are wired, we are wired in a very tough way, and then we don't agree with each other. Forget all these women supporting women. We're only deceiving ourselves with women supporting women, because if they put 10 women, we are 10 plenty. Just put 4 in the same space.
But I mean, the world is moving faster than we think. Age should not be a thing that you consider.
But you will not be my friend, and then you think because you're older than me,
you can talk down.
you can talk down on me. No, I'd rather let you go.
Actually, that's very wrong.
I'm actually a friend with an older person. Very much older person than I am. In fact, probably the person's last born in their house is older than me.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And because of that, she still feels there is still a difference. There was one day we had an argument, and she spoke to me, and I looked at her and I told her, I'm not your junior sister. You would not talk to me like that. Even if you are older than me with more years, I will still not accept you talking to me like I'm your junior sister. Because you are not my sister. Go and face your sisters.
Just make yourself.
So at that point, I think it's another reason to let go.
Actually,
Because you will not be. I won't allow a friend to talk down
you
on me.
can't talk down on me.
Not now to talk of being in a relationship with someone who talks down on you.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the boundary comes in.
So another thing that we also had to use saying before we let go of each other when the situation isn't palatable anymore. I will also say when you recognize your needs. There are some ladies or some guys who don't even know what they want. They just accept every Tom, Dick and Harry. They just accept everything. He comes home with flowers. Oh, breakfast on bed. Oh,
Hey, go to bed.
like night out, let's go out and eat. Oh, that's so touching. And then they start sounding like ambulance and sirens everywhere. But then they don't even know they need someone who would probably help them in their career. There are some ladies who they want to further their education, but they need that push. And they don't have anybody. So when you recognize your need, you know what you want for yourself. You will be able to know what you want with the other person.
From your partner. Exactly. That's just it.
Even if the person is your friend. Because I will not want to further my education, or I will not want to start up a business, and then I will have a friend who will tell me, your mates are getting married, you want to go back to school. Do you have sense?
At all.
And I will not want to have a friend that will tell me, your mates are cooking. You decide that you want to start knitting. So when you recognize your needs, you would know what you want. So the moment you are not getting what you want from that friendship or from that relationship, you know that it is time to say goodbye. Bye-bye. So which other way do you think somebody really needs to compromise or to let go at a particular point?
If it is not favorable, like you always saying, if it is toxic, your happiness should come first in anything. If it is not favorable, and after talking, it still doesn't work, please feel free.
Okay.
Let go.
Selfishness also can make you, if you are the one giving and the other party isn't giving. Because I cannot be buying you gifts, I cannot be tripping you out, and then you're not doing anything. Not like you don't, you don't need to get all the expensive stores. Or, am I not making sense?
You are making sense actually, but what of in a case where maybe the other party is actually not capable?
That is why I said it doesn't have to be expensive. It's the thoughts that matters.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if I don't have anything, Even if I can afford to cook indomie, I know that okay, my friend likes indomie. I can always cook indomie and fish, indomie and fried egg in a special way. It is the thoughts that counts. So if it's one-sided, then it's time for you to let go. Because I have heard the story of of a friend, or should I say my friend has a friend that she uses her money for this contribution, a job. Now, she will not be asking her friend for money, but she is using her own money for contribution.
Oh.
Of which the girl never knew, or the friend never knew, that this her friend that is always asking her for money. She just felt, my friend does not have. She does not have money. She does not have money.
Not
Things are hard.
that.
So she was always sending. She was always sending money, 2K, 5K, 10K. Once she has money like that, she will just send, even without the friend asking her. She will just send until somebody now invited her to the group. You know, WhatsApp will definitely tell you this person or your contact is on the group.
Yes.
Only for her to now see that this person is even doing two. Is she mad at you?
I mean, that's a very red flag.
Like, do you understand? So she now had to call the friend, like, how far?
What's going on?
What's going on? In fact, she even has one other thing that she's doing elsewhere. And you're like,
And you've been asking me for money.
You're not asking me. I now thought you don't have. From my own, I'm still helping. And then now you now think that, say, so it's me that cannot do monthly contribution. No problem. If that's the case now, all of us, we are all doing contribution together. So that's a selfishness in friendship. Exactly. You can't be eating from the other person. So in that kind of a thing, I will actually also say it's time to let go when it's just you on a daily basis.
The person is not even giving back in any way.
In any way. And
like you said, it's the thoughts that matters.
However small. You like perfume, you know your friend likes perfume, you can always see nice perfumes to always buy for the person. So Olamide, our time is far gone. Which other way do you think one person needs to draw a line to in friendship and in relationship before we go?
Alright, so one thing that I believe that we should always take note of in relationship and friendship is do not always think you are right.
Okay.
Be flexible. Do not always think you are right. Because when communication comes in, like we said, listen actively.
Okay.
Listen, and then see how you two can, talk things out and then come to an agreement. Do not always think you are right, and be flexible. If you really do love somebody, I mean, you can do some things just to keep the person. So, do not always think you are right.
Alright, Olamide has ended the show for today. Don't think you're right. You can always make amends once there is sincere love and true love between both of you. So on this note, we're wishing all the beautiful friendships out there and all the wonderful relationships out there to keep bubbling, keep glowing, keep making each other happy, and keep loving each other, and keep every day here, right? Like love keeps the world go round, round, round. Like Olamide is in need of love. Please, anybody that has love, come and give Olamide. So on this note, Olamide, let's say bye bye to the ladies in the house. All right, bye.
Of course, and I am Fatima Falabi. I'm Joya Kayla. Everyone, I am Victoria Adeleke, but you can always call me Toria. We are here to